Welcome back to the channel, Super Snails and Birds. Okay, I am going to take this from the top. This is, I believe I'm probably going to call this only Protomon stuff that I know right now. So it's only been 2 weeks. I'm going to share with you guys what I know, and that's hopefully going to help you guys out. How do you unlock your hatchery, right? You have to come here. You have to finish the Hellenic domain. You don't have to dominate it. You just have to beat it. Then you're going to have a little conversation with the M board. The M board is going to just chat with you down there. And then you are giving some points to upgrade your time machine. I believe you're given an item, and then you come into the your inventory in here in this section, and you go ahead and you start applying some stuff. It's going to ask you for 80 minions minimum, so you should have at least any 80 of one type though. So if you have like 70 of one type and everything else is like basically all 70 or whatever, you're gonna need to get 10 more. So that's going to be kind of a problem there. So once you get that, you're in. You go in, and then you go into this area. He's not going to be there, I believe, the first time, or maybe he will for you guys. I'm not 100% sure. He wasn't there for us on the first time because we hadn't even done tribes yet. So, but he will eventually appear, and he will sell you a 10 white tadpole little pack, which gives you some rune stones, and those rune stones you can use them for buying in the rune shop any of these items right here. What I've come to learn right now is that, yeah, you can go ahead and buy these right here, which are fine. If you're gonna buy one of these, you would buy like a copy. Like if you get this one for whatever reason, you would just buy that one over and over and over again until he gets to like the highest tier, and then you go into the next one, highest tier, next one. You could even start with the 3000s first, and then you can go to the 4000 and the 8000. And I don't know if there's anything behind them right now. Again, this is just 2 weeks, whatever. If you're wondering what these guys are at the bottom, these guys should be the brands. Brands are for 4-star units only, and they will be the only ones that can equip that stuff. So, you know, get your guys to 4 stars as soon as possible so you can start, giving them strength. I am going to buy this. This is in the batch system, but sometimes for some reason when I click the batch system, it doesn't buy it. So just remember to come here and buy it on a daily basis. Here are your pay to win kind of things. Here are some recruitment tokens. These are advanced tokens. I'll just go ahead and show you real quick since I'm already here. When you click here, you flip the little switch right here. It switched to the advanced ones. And as you can see, I don't have any. I haven't bought any, and I probably won't. But that's okay. You can buy them if you want, whatever, And then here are your regular ones, and you're wondering, oh, wow, OJ, why do you have 147? We'll get to that in a little bit. But I have a lot. I have a lot because you get even more the first time you come in. But after the first, I would call it honeymoon period, you're not going to have any more. It's not going to be as insane. Like the shop isn't going to be giving you, this shop right here isn't going to be dropping you a chest over and over again that you could buy for a very small price and just constantly giving you these recruitment tokens and these fluorites. So what you want to do is you want to hold on to those. So we'll get to that eventually. This guy right here eventually becomes your place where you can basically gacha your lotto. This is like your lotto machine, but for your Protomon. This guy right here eventually becomes, he's like a little nothing. He's like a little bug or something like that. And then eventually he becomes a butterfly as you get more of these. What do you call it? I believe there's like a thing here. There's like a little milestone, like a little checklist that you have to do. And once you hit certain checklists, he just gets stronger. So that's, I'm not exactly sure. Other than that, like what he actually gives you as a benefit from upgrading his visual, but he does. This is where you are allowed to fuse your characters and they become stronger and stuff like that. Here, I believe this is where you fuse your little your gumballs, and then your gumballs are like basically wild cards. So you could take like 5 purples and put them together, and then they'll give you a purple level Protomon or gold, whatever it tiers up. I haven't done it yet, but that's basically the gist of it. Here's where you store your Protomon. Here's where you tame them. You want to tame only one of each. So you're gonna see like I have one. It says right here, but here I have 5. I don't want to come in here and just start taming all of these. You have limited space, though. You can go ahead and fuse them together. But if you don't unlock your fusion at that point, you're not going to allow yourself to remove those guys from the space that is this right here. So right now I'm kind of like full right here. I have Tame Protomon 28. I believe I can't put any more in here, and that's fine. What I'm trying to do right now actually is I'm trying to reach this right here, this four-star blue Protomon. I think that's a very, very important thing to do in the early stages when you come in here and you draw, and let's say you get just a bunch of these little guys right here, because these are going to be your 5 blue only. Those are the only blue ones you'll get. If you get 4 of those to 4-star, you can unlock that achievement, and then that's done. And then once you're done with that, you can go ahead and hold on to them, because you're going to need them to 5-star your 4-star purples. Let me show you, because I'm pretty sure following that is insane. So this guy right here, he needs to go into 5-star. When you get to this point right here, let me see if maybe I can. Do I want to 5-star you? I probably do, regardless. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do that right now. Sometimes seeing is believing, and then I don't know if I'm gonna even get to I hope I get. I was short. But when I get to this point right here, it's gonna ask me for 4-star, and so then this 4-star goes into him, and then he becomes 5-star. That's how I got my first 5-star. It's just that I didn't have enough to show you guys, but that's why you want to go ahead and like keep these guys here, even though you can go ahead and fuse your little guys, but you're fusing them to turn them into purple. So you don't want to take your, I guess you could technically take your purples and turn them into whatever, but those are your purples turn into 5-star. So you're gonna need those purples for your gold stars or your 5 or 6 stars. So you're gonna need those. So these are your main fodder for your 4 to 5, right? So if you're trying to get to 4 into your 4-star into a 5, you want to use these guys for that. So I hope that makes sense. So anyway, so this guy right here, after you do enough catalysts and you get enough rewards or whatever, catalyzed is this right here. So every time you draw, you unlock more prizes and stuff like that, and then it'll tell you here, hey, you're gonna get a box of goodies and whatever. So that's basically everything that's going on here. You can catalyze 1 at a time, 10 at a time. This is going to be for a monthly hoarding video that I'm planning to do for this section alone. Your catalyst bonus, also you get more things down here. Here you get like white tadpole dumps and stuff like that. So in 20 more, I can actually maybe do 2 right now, and I can unlock at least 16. So technically, it's kind of worth it. So I could show you guys 2 of them. I'll just go ahead and do that. That would have been really awesome if these 3 would have... I saw 3 oranges for a second. I'm like, but of course it's 3 ambers. 3 ambers is like... Amber is like the currency you use in this section, like your black tadpoles. But unfortunately, it's not the currency I was looking for right now. I'm going to catalyze 1 more time. These little hairs just fall right off, and they become little... your little... catalyzed balls or whatever. So here, let's see, we got some purple stardust, and see, we got some of these guys right here, which is good because when we can make them stronger. Here we got some things to we can level up our protoliths, our guard versions. I'll go over that as well, the protolith stuff here, and then we got one of our purple stuff. So now we got 2. We got our bonuses. So let's go ahead and open this up. We can get that. Please claim all. We can go ahead and open that. It'll automatically give us a chance to use it. So I actually was blessed with some blue and some green, which is really, really good. The Stardust. That's what levels up your units. This is really, 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 really good. For 3K, easy, easy, easy. If you have it, spend it immediately. It doesn't matter. This right here is worth it just to get this chest. These 16 right here, these 16 fluorites are really, 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 really good. Again, I'm almost back to where I was at, which is nice. I get my 20 here, so I unlock this guy. This guy gives me some more things, and then I just keep climbing up. Voila, that's the magic. Spore redeem is kind of like when you go into your lotto. When you go into the lotto, you have those vouchers, your lotto vouchers. These are basically your lotto vouchers. For this, I would recommend you guys, upgrade, get these guys. get the blue ones, because for 2,000, your purple, I said blue, I meant purple. Your purple Protomon are going to hit level 5. They're going to hit level 5 a lot sooner than your gold ones. They just will. So if you can get these guys to 5-star, it's going to be a lot easier for you guys to progress. And then when you're ready to do these guys, you'll just take those 5 drops and put them into those when they're at 5 drop, and then they can traverse into 6. Plus, you're also getting, you can get 3 of these for the 1 of those and some change, right? Because it's 1,800, right? Better yet, instead of showing you guys these guys up here, this guy's really, really close to getting 4-star. I might as well show you him. He's actually a better example. So we click on this little second tab here, shows you his overall score. These up to this point, I only needed to spend green Stardust, but here the blue Stardust, it requires a copy of him, of this character, of this unique character. So you need 2 copies, because to get him to the 4-star, it'll only give you like a half-star. So you use up however much Stardust you need to get him up to this point, and then you need another half to get him to the next one, and then another one to get him to the full 4-star. This guy right here, he's close to being a 4-star right here, right? So he's a half-star right there. So he still needs another copy to get him over to the 4-star, and that's how that works. So you would need the main copy, the tamed copy, 2 extra copies, and that's why this is really, really good, because if you get 3 of those, you'll get a main copy, and then you'll get 2 extras for the price of 1 of these golds. So you'll have 3 copies. So you automatically make that purple into 4-star, where if you only get the gold will only go up to 3-star and still be awaiting 2 copies. So there's no point in really rushing these. It's a snail game. It's a process. It's a slow burn kind of game. So if you want to, if in a perfect world where your RNG doesn't come into play, right? That's the way to do it. Like you would draw, you would get resources, and then you'd fail, but at least you have this to help you out into getting your Protomon into 3-star. But now if you draw a Catalyst right now for 10 piece and you get like 3 Ultramons or some shit, or whatever the hell the highest tier are, don't listen to me. Use that guy, right? Because you don't have to use the vouchers. You got lucky, right? You got really, really great RNG. Have at it. Whatever. So that's pretty much this section right here that I know of at this time. Here, back into, I would say this is like the farm, because it's like a little, it's like a little barn door, like this area, like I'm gonna call it the barn from now on, because it's basically what it is where the Protomons live. Here's again where you tame them. You want to make sure you tame only 1 of these copies. These guys right here, they're just these little gumballs, or they're just wild cards. It says fuse 5 gumballs into a designated mythic Protomon. So you get 5 of them, you get a mythic Protomon, and that's it. Has to be Protomon you already have. So I guess I don't even have something. Regardless, I don't have enough copies to give you guys any information. Again, 2 weeks. I haven't even used up all my tokens. And for all I know, I may not even draw enough of those gumballs. Anyway, so this is your proto decks, but this is basically your overall current proto deck too, like what you have in your inventory of your Protomon, right? So here you can go ahead and click on the proto deck. You can click on this guy right here, and you can like level the character up if you wanted to go find it. Like this, you can actually put stars every time you get a new one. A unique new one. You always want to tame it. You always want to click the 1-star, because it will drop you a fluorite, and that fluorite will help you spin that wheel in the up in the mushroom area, so that you can go ahead and get some more extras. Here is your, I believe it's called the Sanctum, and this Sanctum has these like little biomes. I call them biomes, but they're actually sanctums as well. Here is where like this is like, I believe this might be grasslands or a forest. No trees, but sure, we'll call it forest. So this area right here, this Protomon benefits from forest. Like he's a triple S in the forest. So for example, if I wanted to go ahead and change him, let's just say you drew, right? And you drew a bunch of gold units. When I say gold units, I mean gold Protomons. And all of these Protomon are like really, 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 like you don't know if they're good or not. And then you come in here and this T-Rex, let's say he says 20, right? Because he's purple. but then you see this Python wing and he's at 40. You want to switch those out immediately because that 40% boost is going to be better for you. So that's what I did. So before I was rocking this guy, even at 4-star, I was rocking this guy, and he's getting a 40% boost. So what I did was eventually he was actually in there, and he had points all over this. So what I did is I went ahead and I reset all his points. I took them out. I went ahead and put the T-Rex in. And I went ahead and I upgraded him right here. All of his points. Boom. See, you can reset. The reset is super cheap. 50 white tadpoles is really not that bad. Especially when all you're going to be doing is you're going to be taking them out from one Protomon and putting them onto another. So this Protomon is now a lot stronger because he's getting a 40% bonus in, I believe they call it, what do they call it? Glorium or something like that. Didn't you say I can upgrade? Why are you glitching on me? That's fine. Glitch on me all you want. So, appointed devotees increase the sanctum's ratings and the priest's power. Forest devotees can get extra buffs, so he's got extra buffs for that. Let's see over here. Do you have Forest A on the Forest? So this is probably the highest tier. You can click here and see for yourself change. See if you see anything that's higher than 22. Even at 4-star, this guy's still better. So. But this is blue, so that makes sense why he's not getting the same rating, right? So 4-star, 16, 22. Obviously, you want your 22%. You put it in here. Does this guy have any points? If he had points, I'd come in here, I'd reset it, and I would take him out and put him into this guy. That's the basic workings around that. You're gonna see like, why is this guy? He's gold. Why isn't he in there? Because he doesn't have a rating for that at all. So there's no point in even putting him in there because he doesn't have any forest. So he's not going to be good even if he's gold tier. He's just not going to be good. Here is your stone furnace. Here is where if you have like over 1,000, you can get 100. It goes by 10. So if I wanted to go ahead and get 10, like one of these, I would have to basically do 10 of these. So 52 for 5. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't have enough. I'm not doing it. That's what's going to happen there. Here are your brands. I dismantle them for some of these currencies right here. The brand frag. That pretty much covers this guy right here. He gives us stuff. That we can also go into the rune shop and buy more stuff. This guy right here gives us also more stuff with more of these fluorides, and then these vouchers, these 4 vouchers. And then this guy right here, he does this fusion, right? So that's that. And this is where our barn, where we keep all of our Protomon. We move over to this section right here, this little shop right here. I would go ahead and buy this. I would buy this because it's all white tap. I would buy the whole top shelf, and I would actually buy all the way up to here. And if you have enough, honestly, if you have enough, and you need these, I would do it. Once a week, I'm actually buying these just outright. I just am once a week. So this resets every 24 hours, but because I stopped crazy spending on the sequences for the species war, I was spending 18,000 there, so I don't mind spending 6,000 here for once in a week just to get a whole bunch of these orange or gold, whatever, stardust. So when I need it later on, I don't mind spending that much. It's fine. It's a one-time investment for once a week, and it's not a big deal. You could put these in the batch system, so if I leave, those will actually be paid because I set them up that way. This is where the chieftains are. So like if you wanted to unlock, let's backtrack real quick. I didn't actually go 100% over this. This right here is 4 out of 5. If you wanted this one to unlock, you need to defeat a chieftain. So if I wanted to come over here, it says defeat Icy Cyril. So let me go in here and see if I can find Icy Cyril. This is him right here. So I can fight him. So I'm able to fight them and beat them because I have the weakness. If you see that like my snail right now is hitting this guy for like 40,000, and I have the weakness, it's like doing maybe close to 1 million. But then if you look at like when they attack, when my team comes in, they do an absurd amount of damage. And we are not strong here. The Protomon are. So that's one thing to look out when you don't have the weakness. Chances are you're not going to be able to beat him, and I'm not going to be able to beat this guy. Here is our prairie blueprint, so that's what we're looking for. I don't know why we can't see this. I don't know if it's a bug. I don't know if it's just intentional, but we cannot see their weakness right now. and that's all there is to it. But this is if we beat Icy Cereal, if we beat Icy Cereal, Cyril, we are able to unlock that last chamber, which will increase our Glorium. If I can go back to that Glorium section, because I kind of like skipped it kind of a little bit too much. This is giving us income. So this is our Glorium right here. We are getting Glorium from these guys' power levels. So the stronger these guys are, the more Glorium we can spend, and then we can go into badge management here and like increase the levels of our units if something's available. So right now it's asking for 1500. It's going to take some of these right here, the points from these guys right here, and these actually come from the shop right here. So these right here, the protolith points, those protolith points come from there, and they will make your Protomon stronger. This income is what you use to unlock like these little guys right here. So the more of that you have, the better. So like if we click in here as well, like this one, this key right here, you need that income to open up those ones. But for the most part, that's how that works. So if you wanted to open this, you would use your Glorium to open up that. But then obviously you have to meet a certain fervor, and fervor is like your overall power level. If you wanted to, you can go ahead and put like certain points into them. You can spread them out evenly. So if you wanted to go ahead and make this guy like, level 28 and make this guy level 28, you could do that. Step them up evenly, because obviously they're a level 27 and a level 28 cost to level them up is going to be a little bit cheaper on the 27. So you don't want to go to like wait till 29 when you can be, getting this guy to 28 and 28, increase your fervor, and then maybe possibly increasing your Glorium output. But it moves very, very small, so it's not too crazy. Also, some of these units aren't even in battle, so I don't really care too much to level them up. I only level them up. I only really put a lot of points into the ones that are in battle first, and then when they're not in battle, I go ahead and put points into the other guys for this general section. I'll explain that here in a second as well when we reach that point. But back to this, like this area here, like if you click here again and you see you see this guy right here, like if I have no ice people, so I just put my best guy here. I could have maybe put this guy, but I put so many points into the Pegasus that's who's there. He was somewhere else, and that's fine. As soon as I get an ice guy, I'll swap him out. I'll just take him out, because he'll be giving me a bigger percentage chance, and that's how that would work out. If you see this little box out here, it's just your auto collector. It's kind of like the little robot that's out in your rocket cabin, and he collects stuff for you. Those things automatically get produced here. At a certain point of beating these chiefs, this is going to unlock. When the little snails, they believe in you, they're like, oh, we trust you, whatever, they become your followers. And what I normally do is I always put points into my followers first. I may put, if I have enough points to put into the amber, sure, I'll do that. But I always prioritize my my followers, because as you can see, 127k amber versus 1800 followers means that I am lacking in, like, the production of followers is a lot harder. So you have to do it. You have to upgrade your, I think you have to you have to upgrade that first. That's what I would do. This hasn't unlocked yet, as far as I know. Must defeat something, right? So it hasn't allowed me to do that. I can't beat this guy yet because I don't have his weakness again. And then I can upgrade these, but I'm gonna keep, actually I can do that now. I can upgrade whichever one, because this is gold, this is gold. So then now I'm just gonna trickle down to whoever I just can. Those ones, these points right here, like the Scout Protolith and the Devotee Protolith, those currencies are, for example, to level up. Are you a devotee? You are, I believe you're a chief. You're a priest. You're a priest because your little face right here. So if I was going to upgrade this right here, you would need those protoliths, the priest one, and you can also upgrade right here the guard trait. The guard trait is for your snail. So if I were to put this point into here, 20% of his stats would go into, like, his damage, 20% of it would go into the snail, which is fucking insane. It's a really high number, actually. It's really good. So but his numbers also have to go up. So the more points he gets, the stronger he gets, and so on and so forth. I'm not gonna level him up just yet. If you're wondering why I haven't done that, so when I come here and you see my little protomons here, the deployment section right here, these guys are the ones that are going to go and fight for you. So whenever you have the weakness, you have to have the weakness, or the protomon will not come and fight. That's why I can't beat the guy down there. It's not because they're not available to fight for me. It's because I don't have the weakness, so they just won't come out. Here, I just auto deploy, and they will fall into the best place. These are the guys that I was talking to you guys about before. Like, I will not level up everybody in the Sanctum, because these guys are the ones that are going to deploy and fight. The Sanctum is going to level up on its own. They don't, but some of those two overlap. Like you saw Typhoon at the very bottom, so he's good for that. So I don't mind leveling him up. I don't mind putting all of my points actually into Typhoon, even though, like, you would think, oh, why don't you upgrade like your guys evenly in the Sanctum? I'm like, well, because I want to just fucking hit hard. I want to hit hard, man. This guy is a follower, so this guy right here requires the Devotee Protolith. So when we go back to this right here, and let's just say we want more Devotee upgrades or whatever, we come here and we look for Scout Protolith. Where is it? This is the Devotee one, right? So if we needed to upgrade a really amazing follower, you can go ahead and just always pump points into your Devotee. But I would suggest after you upgrade. So imagine this section right here. Imagine this guy right here, right? What do you upgrade first when you upgrade this? For me, if you guys would follow my my advice, I would always upgrade this first. Then I would upgrade these two second. Black tadpoles you'll always gonna get. So you'll always, but in my experience, I always have a harder time finding wood and rocks to upgrade everything. So it's like, and if you upgrade the time machine, technically you're getting money, because when you explore, you're gonna explore more, and you're gonna come back with more loot, more money, right? Especially if you've already done the intel tree on an entire realm, you're gonna be getting cards, and those cards are gonna be transferred into resources, which most of the time is black tadpoles and whatever else. So I wouldn't say keep this last. I would say keep this second last. The reason this one's 89 and not 9, or this one's not 89, is because I just didn't have enough resources, or my black tadpoles would so it'd be like 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3. These don't matter. They have to be done. So it doesn't matter, whichever one comes first, whichever one's available, boom, I go for it. And then black tadpoles, and then my mushrooms and my white tadpoles, these little guys right here, right? All that. So if you come here and you look at these guys right here, and you consider, okay, which one do you want to upgrade? You can always do, this is technically like your time machine, and this would be like your wood, right? your wood or rock output. And then these guys right here could be your black tadpole, whatever, and mushroom section. But it also depends on how valuable the protomon, I think, is that you are trying to level up, that you really want that income to be first, because you're going to be here for a little bit anyway. Once you're here and once you're done with it, you go to the next territory, and then this doesn't matter that you've upgraded all of them, because they're always going to be producing. But if you really want to level up a certain one right now, it's like, hey, you put points into that, and that's it. Hope that made sense. This guy right here, I can't use him right now. So if I put points into his Devotee trait, I can't use it, because it says the Devotee effect can be activated after being appointed as a Devotee, and I can't use him currently as a Devotee because there's no bonus in the Sanctum for him. So for example, like if I just threw him in here because I thought he was a really good character, let's just throw him in here for the hell of it. Let's go ahead and change, right? He's getting a 28% buff. So let me see if I can find that weird snaky looking guy. Is he in here? He's probably in here, but he wouldn't fit. The Hydra wouldn't fit in here. Or not the Hydra. He's obviously being used, but the one that I'm looking for would not be used here because there's no buff, and because he's not in a Sanctum as a Devotee currently, until I unlock further ones that I can put him into where he belongs and gives me the buff. He's not going to get that effect. So there's no point in me, currently making him stronger. But he is the strongest unit I have to put in there, which is strange. So this guy right here, this Venomander, like if I went to change him, let's see, this is a Venomander, right? He is in the top 5. So let's see, 6'3". No one even comes close. This guy doesn't even come close. So if I wanted to go ahead and select him, I would have to like do some math and stuff. Even though this gives me like whatever environment X1 whatever plus 5,000 power, it's still not enough to push him over. And maybe if I gave him like more points and stuff like that, he might. But I'm not gonna worry about him right now because he's fine just the way he is. Maybe there is an argument that I could put him in there and eke out maybe a couple more points of power. But I don't think those points of power are going to matter. Here in this section, since we're in here, because we're pretty much done with this, there really isn't anything magical here. I can't. If you have the weakness, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. If you don't have the weakness, you're not going to win. In my first video that I did with this, I used Lubu, and I was able to beat like maybe this guy, and maybe this guy with Lubu, but then he just fell off. He falls off. Lubu is a piece of shit. He always has been to me, and I was excited that we found another place for Lubu to live in. He sucks. If we go to the tree, this is the tree, which is also like a tunnel, I guess. We click on it. Here is again where we have our guys here. This is gonna cost a lot. Like the first one's like 100K, or over here it's like 100,000, 200, 300, 400. It's very black tadpole intensive, which is pretty good that it costs you black tadpoles and not like fucking amber, even though you would think it would cost you amber. Here, this area right here is your tribe section. This is where you on a weekly basis. It opens on a Wednesday and it opens on a Saturday and closes on a Thursday. So tomorrow this closes. I will these numbers right here reset. So I got this guy up to, let's see. If I click here, you are going to want to get this to level 5 on a weekly basis. This is probably the most important thing you're going to want to learn early on, because you don't get a lot of these tokens like we mentioned before. So you want to, and this is RNG. So if I did one at a time and I got each and every single one at a time, these little like this is called Stelly Wonder Stell or whatever. This right here will increase the level of this. So you don't want to use these every week all the way down to 0, because there's this thing called the labyrinth that I haven't seen any videos or any like content on it yet, but some people already know about it and they know it's going to come out. They don't know if it's going to come out next month or even further than that, but you will get more prizes the more you put into that event. So be on the lookout for that, and then I'll probably let you guys know when I get it. You don't want to overspend it. You don't want to overspend it, because you don't want that event to come out and then you are at 0, or you get like maybe a set of 30, let's say, per week, right? And then you're only using 30 and I'm here using 150 or something like that. And then I'm not saying you're competing with me, but you could have been doing that because you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So here, let's just do like a quick little 10 spot, right? We'll do 10. We'll do a quick little recruit. So it gave us some Stelly, and see, it's all RNG. So you would think I would get like a whole bunch, and it's not. It's not even giving me enough to like get these numbers up. So that's all it gave me, 110, which is actually not that good, because it barely got me to what? I didn't even move up. I didn't even move up, and I need to hit this 1,000, because I want to get I want to be able to get this purple or this gold purple whatever gumball. I want to get this swamp gumball, and if I can get this to tier, if I can get this level 5, then it's good. It's really good. I want to get this every week up to this tier, and that cost me 10, and that 10 didn't get me there. So I need to keep going until it gets me there. So maybe I'll do, I don't know, 30. Maybe I'll do 30, and then I'll do quick recruit and hope that I get some really, really, really sweet luck. I am not. Holy shit. There you go. 30 points is good. I need to get to 1,000. So we are, our level 4 is currently right now at 522. So we hit 4. We are getting closer. please, we're almost done. I can fast forward it, but you know, just letting you know, I want you guys to see that once this reaches level 5, we need to stop. We don't want to go any further than that. And this is good because we got some purple Stardust, we got some green Stardust, we got some of those tokens that we can use at the store over there. Here, let's just collect whatever the hell's in here because every time we roll, we go ahead and we collect whatever's on the side. Here, if you spend, I believe, I don't know what the exact amount is, but if you there's like a marker that you spend, and once you reach that marker or whatever that amount, you automatically get to unlock this, and it goes for everything throughout this entire month. So in those 30 days, you can spend like, let's just say it's $50. Let's just say you do 1 or 2 daily packs or whatever, and then there was an event and you saw something that you really wanted for $30 or something like that. In that whole month, at the end of that, at some point during that month, this is going to unlock, and you're going to get all these recruitment tokens and stuff like that. So you just have to get to 10,000, and you're good to go. You want to get to the very bottom at the very least. So we have 23 days, and if I swear to God, if at 23 days, if on the last day I'm like really like I'm like off by like 2,000 or something like that, I'll dump whatever I need to just to get that because it's already been paid for. So you want to do that. Here I want to go ahead and just put in like, I don't know, another 10. Do a quick recruit. We got 15, 30. Okay, so this, I mean, that was a good. This is actually a pretty decent roll. So it gave us followers, a lot of followers. It gave us a lot of amber and 60 points. I really wish I could just go until it stopped at 5. That'd be great if it was like, hey, do you want to stop at 5? Here are some of the bosses that you can just beat. And then I'm just going to do a quick conquest because I can beat them. They unlock per level. Wow, they gave us a lot of good Stardust. That's actually really good. Oh, wow, there's a few that I could beat that were in red that I didn't think that I could beat, but that's really good. I'm glad because sometimes, you know, without the weakness, you just don't really go too far, and they drop a lot of good stuff. So that's really nice. Ooh, maybe we can get strong and get this guy, but there's a possibility that I can't, and that's fine. Let's get this guy up there. So I just I really don't. I'm doing 10 at a time because I'm afraid to go any higher. You guys already know this. You guys already know this. Because if it goes up to like here, if it goes even like 20, oh god, oh god, you know what? Bring it. Let's go. How close are we now? We should be really close. I missed it. Okay, so I just need. I'll go with 5. Get it nice and close. Get it close and tight. I wanna just be in there. Oh, I need one more. Yes. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, good. That's perfect. So, I mean, it's obviously not on the 0, but it's perfect. We're at 5. We do a quick little thing. We're probably gonna fail. Oh, we beat this one. That's fine. Cool. And then we hit this tier. We back out of this. We get our what do you call it? Our flow rights so that we can use them for the video that I want to put on that. Our upgraded reward was claimed. We have him, and he's gonna end up showing here in our little mailbox. So it's gonna be one of these. If we claim it, we should be able to get him. Okay, perfect. So now we got our little purple guy. And if we wanted to get to the next tier, we would have to go that much further to get that. And we're not doing that. Not doing that because we only need to do this once a week. We got some recruitment tokens, 35. We spent about, what was that? 20, 30, 30, and then 5s. So we did like 45. So in 45 tries, we got pretty close to what we wanted. Plus I used a couple throughout the week. I've been using like 3 or 4 throughout the week to get those. So that's how that's been playing out. We're going to upgrade these guys as soon as possible. We have a good amount. I could actually just go super even on this because I just don't really care whether I'm not too worried about a specific Protomon getting a big boost right now. I'm just not. I'm not that desperate with. Plus, I didn't have that many really good draws and stuff like that, so it's okay. And I circle back just in case. Here we got some more of these protoliths, so we can go ahead and just continue upgrading. The stronger he gets, the stronger we can hit, and then we can just get that free win in the chieftain section, hopefully. But probably not. Look at that. That's beautiful. that's a good way to end it right there on the three-piece, because it gives you the most points. Nope, didn't reach the effect yet, which is fine. So yeah, that's how this section pretty much works. The incidents here, what you're gonna get is you're gonna get this resets if you hit the 8. Once you get the 8, it resets. You see it says reset right here, and I don't think I got any. So since I didn't get any, I can't try to unlock. So I went 369, which is 3 of my favorite numbers, and I failed. So you guys can pick and probably get better luck. My wife actually picked her first time. It reset for her, and that's how I know that it resets on 8, which is amazing. I was like, holy shit, you got it on the first try. Boom, snipes it. Here, I could try to challenge him, but again, if I don't have his weakness, I'm pretty much guaranteed not to win. Not worried about him. This one, the same thing is, but this is per minions. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure all my guys are here. But without the weakness, I'm not even gonna try. They're just too strong, and I don't see a reason to do so. Here, if I fight with my snail, yeah, this is fine. I don't even win because my Protomon are not there. My Protomon really matter in this section. So in a thing here that costs me time to heal up my minions, I'm not gonna fight. I think the first or second day that I used the Protomon section, I got in here. They were kicking my butt, so I was like, with the incidents, I was like, I'm not gonna do that. There's no point in me losing there for no reason. And if I click here, I don't know too much about what's going on here. All I know is that this changes on a weekly basis. So you know, this coming up Saturday, it may not be swamp, it may be desert, or maybe forest, or whatever. And it looks like what's happening here is that these could be drops. These could be prizes that could fall in the in this guy right here. So if you got like you randomly got lucky, you might be able to pull. That's what I think it is, because I mean, I don't see why these would be here, because I don't have these two. I don't have any of these, but this is insane. There's some really insane looking Protomon. Like this guy, I don't know if he's considered like an Ultimon or whatever. Tribal Warfare. This is just because he's a chief. He's got those. Oh, he's an Ultimon. Okay, wow. Ultimon, Protomon, max star 7. Oh, so he goes even further. The 6-star Protomon will evolve this form when reaching 7 stars. Unlock an extra free brand. Okay, so they're not showing me his brands here, but wow, this is at his max stats. This guy is a beast because he's got desert, he's got radiation. So when if the desert or radiation swap, like if this swaps, this changes to desert one week and it's radiation the next week, he's still gonna be a really powerful asset on your team if you pull him. Wow, that's really good. What you want to do the first time in the month that you come in here, you want to get to at least level 8. You could do it on the first week, the second week, the third week, the fourth week. It doesn't matter. You can save up enough of your stelly, your not your stelly, sorry, your recruitment tokens right here. Your recruitment tokens. So you can like on your first week and you hit 5. Your second week you can hit 5 again. And your third week you can hit 5, and then on your fourth week, you can then go ahead and spend enough of your recruitment tokens to then unlock this guy, the roaming herd. He has a full 24 calendar or 30-day calendar day or whatever to get him to 8 of 8. When you get him to 8 of 8, the stellar level, you can then they just give you a free really good Protomon, so that's really nice. You only get them once a month, like I just said. So the new roaming herd will be found in 15 days. So in 15 days we'll get another shot, and that's when we want to go ahead and try to get him as soon as possible, so that we can allow him to start up. Because I'm currently using him, so there's no pain in me like immediately getting him on day 1. But if you guys are like, you may be able to get them on your first day, because there's so many free things to get. I would say not free, because you're still kind of paying the currencies and the chests and all the things that you're unlocking in here. So eventually there's going to be a chest and stuff like that. That's already been shown in my previous videos. But once it's gone, it's gone. I don't think it's coming back next month. So if it does, that'd be awesome, because it was a lot, but I doubt it. Here I could just do real quick. I can show you that there is a patch system for it, so those weren't there just a second ago, and if I hit the batch system, they will be gone. And actually, they'll just show up right here. I'll just hit back real quick, and there's my Protomon stuff. This is the Protolith stuff. What else did I see? Here are the recruitment point tokens from the chest. There are some of the little boxes, and then this is the Glorium from the what do you call it? From from the Sanctum. So in the batch system, a lot of things you can put in there, and like I this is the only one that doesn't really work for me, even though it's in there, and I clicked the little thing, it links me to it, and I guess it just says, hey, it's available, but that's it. But yeah, this is what I buy. I buy 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then that's, and anything that was in there, I've already purchased. Again, if you're really short on something, just go ahead and buy it. If you have enough, I don't care. even if you need to use these for something else later, there's value in buying them now. I don't, whatever. Whatever, I don't care, because there's a possibility that I can get one of these Protomons of mine. Like if I find out here that I have another snake, I don't have another snake. So I have a little bat, I have a little crocodile, and I have a little one of these little cheetah, tiger, whatever. So I have a bat. You're already 4-star. You can't go any higher. I don't have a snake. I really want that damn snake. I do not have a reindeer, right? So yeah, that's what I'm missing. I'm missing a couple copies of that, so that I can scratch that off the bucket list. This is basically my bucket list. I'm trying to get the collect my things. I'm trying to get the 4-star blue Protomons, so I can get those out of the way, and then I can start using them to because it says own 4-star blue Protomons, and it doesn't remember that you've owned 4 of them. You have to have them all at the same time, or you don't get this achievement. And it's not like the greatest thing. This isn't like an amazing box, but I've already owned 4 of them. What I ended up doing was I took 3 and used them into something else, and then I came back and I was like, oh crap, let me go ahead and turn this one into a 4-star. And the game's like, no, you need to have all 4 right now. Where are they? Present them. and since I didn't, it doesn't remember it. So that's how I did it, and that's how I failed. So that is all I know right now of the Protomon stuff. Again, I've been kind of like putting this video out because I wasn't sure what the labyrinth section is going to look like, but just be very, very careful to stop at 5 and hoard your recruitment tickets. Plus you have a 500 limit, right? So if you go crazy and you spend now, maybe by the end of the last week, you can't even spend anymore, and you have to switch them, and you have to pay for the recruitment tokens, and that's going to hurt you because now you can't play. You miss out on that little golden gumball, right? So you want to spread it out because you're limited. And then if the labyrinth comes out and you want to go hard on that week, you want to go like really, really tame before you get to the labyrinth. And when the labyrinth comes out, dump your resources into it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So that's what I've heard. Again, I've searched the daily challenge videos, and I was trying to find something that resembles what they're talking about. I can't. Inuzet doesn't have anything on there on the video channel as well, so I couldn't help you guys on that either. But just wait. At least from what I just said right now, the fact that you have a limit, and that at the end of the month, if you've already spent like 300 on day 1 and then 200 on the next 2, and then on your last week you can't even spend anything, you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that snail that's like stuck not being able to participate on your own event. It would be horrible. Just don't. So, take care of yourself in that respect. So, yep. That was the whole video. That was long. That's all I know right now from the Protomon section. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Join my Discord. I have people that know stuff. They talk just like me, and they'll try to help you out just like I'm trying to help you out right now. Or just go to the main Discord. There's people that just know. Just ask. Just ask. There's people everywhere that just know, and that's fine. So I hope that was helpful in any way, shape, or form, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.